Good morning, my YouTube friends and family. Hope you're doing good today. Here in South Central Kentucky, it is H-O-T. I mean, we're running temps in the mid-90s. Humidity's up there around that. Heat index is 110 plus. It is really miserable outside. So Jeff and I are looking for inside work. So let me show you a little bit about what we're going to do. Show you my next new toolbox. Got the other one in that I'm going to set up for Milwaukee. The other one, you know, has all the DeWalt stuff in it. I'm just kind of starting with this one. Got several bit boxes, drill bits, rubber hammer. I've got the hammer drill and so on. Just some odds and ends, just kind of getting started with it. I don't have it where I want it. I just threw this stuff in there because we're coming over to this house. I really like this toolbox because it's easy for me to throw it in the truck. I can either take it in, leave it out here, and then this evening when we go home, it goes back in the truck, goes home with us. Don't have to leave any tools at the house we're working on. So having two of these now, I really like this. This is, I believe, my favorite pack out box. Is this right here, the rolling one with the handle on it, can lock them up, whatnot. Those are the M12, the Surge. I didn't mention that. There's another one somewhere. There's the M18 Surge, and then I just got these little 3.0 batteries to go on that, and I've got the M12 batteries for this one in the truck. We're going to be using this today. I got a brand new Diablo blade on it, 24 teeth. Got the M18 framing nail gun. We're ready to cover this in right here, and we're gonna have to skin all this with Luan. The contractor that is doing those 5 apartments, they're gonna come in here, and you can see we took this wall out right here. They're gonna come in and brace this thing up because that's a load-bearing wall. We're gonna brace all that up, so we can take all that completely out and make the kitchen and the living room there all one room. I really enjoy doing this. I like, you know, that's kind of the new deal, is an open floor plan. So these old houses, you know how they're cut up. So anytime I can take out a wall like that and join the kitchen and the living room together, I kind of like doing that because it just gives it that more open feel to it and updates the house. And so they're going to be coming in doing that. They're going to lay the flooring for me. Got a new tub in, you know, everything's going to be new in here. I think sometimes I probably go overboard, but I'm really trying to keep my rent up and really have nice places. I like to give people a place that I would live in myself. So let's get this floor covered up, and I'll show you using that saw some. We're putting these cross members back in right here where I'd taken them out. Let her down there. There you go. Well, I should have took 2 measurements because it's right at going down over here, but it's not over there. So I should have measured there and there, because this house was built, that's probably 40, 50, 60 years old, and it's not square, if you can believe that. The house ain't square. It's hard to believe that. Built that long ago, but it's not square. I'm gonna try to cut it right here. There we go. And here's another thing you deal with. We're level up there with the floor, level going across, and you get up here and we're not level. So we're gonna have to cut some spacers to go in there to space this up. Had this new fan here, and when you walk outside, it's just complete hot. I mean, still dead hot fan. The Milwaukee top off, 12 amp hour battery. It's not all the way full. Pulling, blowing on us, cutting out here. Jeff and I are tender. We just can't take his heat. So you stick around here, you'll always see something funny. So what I wound up doing is cutting another of this 3/4 inch piece, 5/8 I believe is what it actually measures, and running it right here over. And then I took a level, as you see, put a level across there. It's as close as you're gonna get on this old floor. We're gonna skin this with Luan, so that's gonna smooth everything up. The cracks like that, I will spray the foam in, then take the multi-tool, cut it off smooth, just help seal up the gaps. There's one thing about this that is so neat is I own these houses. I can do it however I want to, and you can choose to do it however you want to. So that's what worked, and that's what we did. We had a little bit of an accident. Jeff was going to try to bring in a piece of that 5/8 flooring that he had cut, and he tripped over the walk, hit his hand, and that thing right there is razor blade sharp. Hit his hand on that fat part right there and ripped his hand open. So his wife's taking him to the emergency room. I ran him home so he didn't have to drive. She took him to the emergency room, and I'll let you know how that goes. Here's the verdict on Jeff. He just called me. He got 5 stitches in his hand. It was a lot deeper than what we thought it was. So I told Jeff, those rails right there are gonna come out. We're gonna replace them with some aluminum ones that are rounded corners, because that, I never had thought about it. So, you know, it may be something good that has come out of it, because that is really dangerous, especially if somebody moves in here and they got a couple of children, because them edges right there, they're razor blade sharp. So those will be coming out and new ones will be put in. I got something that's come up, so I'm gonna see you tomorrow. On the way over to where I'm working, stopped by, you might remember 1 or 2 videos ago, setting these out. Try to keep enough water on them to keep them alive. We're in a major hurt right now for rain, man. We're running, as I've been telling you, 90 plus temperatures. Heat index is 100 to 112. We're in heat advisory. Corn is twisting up. We need rain in a major way. Don't know if I gave you an official good morning. This is next day. I'm over here at the house we're gonna be working on. Got me a tent so I can kind of stay in the shade. Got the fan running. Got the little top off pulling it with an M12 or M18 12 amp hour battery. I can't never get all of them straight. This thing came from Tractor Supply. I'm not knocking Tractor Supply. It's the last one they had, but leg's bent. Leg is bent where it folds up, and then it bent in the same place. That kind of has thrown it off a little bit. I like it because it's patriotic. I like anything red, white, and blue. I'm going to do my best to carry on with this right here. You know, Jeff is off work because he cut his hand. I hate that. I'm going to struggle a little bit getting the whole piece out. I'm kind of like Toby Keith, you know. He said, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Well, whether that's true or not true, I used to could pick these up and carry them out and put them on the sawhorses. I'm going to struggle with that a little bit today, getting it out there. I'm not as good once as I once was, or used to be. Or we're going to take this railing off, because man, them things are razor blade sharp. I hadn't paid any attention to them. If there's a child that rents here, like Jeff, trip on that, man, they was to hit their head or something on the corner of one of those. I don't even want to think about that, so we're going to get rid of it. You know, sometimes an accident can, ho, ho, ho. Better go up to 3. Sometimes a little accident like Jeff had, which, you know, it is a little accident compared to what something could happen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a pair of needle nose pliers or something to get that out. It actually twisted the bolt off up in there, which I really don't care because they're not going back on with these. They're rusted. I tried to pull it out with a pair of pliers. Now I got my socket stuck. And it wouldn't come out. So I don't care if it breaks them off, just as long as it comes out. But it's unfortunate Jeff got hurt, but I am glad it pointed it out that these things need to come off and we need to go with something new and better. It's not dangerous, because that is entirely too dangerous. Scrapyard. Scrapyard. I don't even know my own strength. This is strictly for y'all's entertainment. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I just ain't got what I used to have. These old 3/4 sheets, man, they are heavy. I'm actually doing better than I thought I would. We didn't have a catastrophe. It's a miracle. Well, you didn't get much entertainment out of that. I've got 4 sawhorses under here. I should have videoed that. That was a treat. Getting 4 under there. I had to crawl under it and get my back up under there and push this up. And then set the sawhorse up. I had 3 set up. And I put 4 to try to hold this so I can cut it and it not maybe fall everywhere. But I'm going to use the DeWalt. That 20 volt, you know, this is pretty new. I've got a 6 amp hour battery on it. I think this battery is fairly a newish battery that DeWalt, you know, made. There it is. So I just thought y'all might be interested in seeing that. We used the M18 Milwaukee, giving the 60 volt DeWalt a break. There we go. At least one just fell. Nobody got hurt. No toes got smashed. I like that saw. That 20 volt. It's lighter. Use a lighter battery on it. You don't have the big 60 volt batteries on it. Cuts real good. It's got a decent guide on it, if that's picking that up. I said decent. Kind of sort of like the Milwaukee guide better. I'll make this cut this time with the Milwaukee. I got a 9 amp hour on there. I don't have a 12 on it, but still, there's you know, there's some mass difference there. You know, that's just a lot more saw, put it that way. But you know, I'm not doing a lot of cutting today. Just some boards in here for putting down in this floor, and this saw is very adequate to do that. And you got a weight difference there with it versus this. I got to square this up right here, so let me mark it. I'm not going to eyeball that. Even though as good as I am, I could. I will cut it with this one. Good saw. I mean, there's nothing to knock about that saw at all. Warm it as it is. Gonna have some supplements in my water. Help me get all the nutrients I need. Just stay hydrated. Good morning, my YouTube friends and family. This is actually 1 week later than the previous video you've been watching up to this point. It's just got crazy, been busy, had Vacation Bible School then all this week, haven't been able to do any editing or filming or anything like that. But Jeff is back. He's been back all this week. He got his stitches out yesterday, so let's go in and follow up with that. So here's Jeff tearing out a wall for us. Let's see your hand, Jeff. It's kind of dirty, but there's where it kind of ripped that open, if that focuses in on that.
Mm-hmm. It's getting better.
It hurt, didn't it?
Yeah, it hurt.
It didn't really bleed much, and they told him at the doctor's office that it was cut so deep that a lot of times it don't bleed. And I'm glad he's doing okay. I'm glad he made it all right. And then, like I had said previously, a lot of times things like that happen to prevent something bad later on. And as I said in the video, I hated Jeff had to pay the price for that, but you know, we took those railings down because after he cut himself, I saw how dangerous they were and that they need to be replaced with something else. We got our tub in. I'm getting ready to get the valve in it. Jeff is tearing out this wall right here. This house is going to be an amazing little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. It's brand new windows, brand new central heat and air. As I've mentioned several times, you know, that's coming completely out, opening all of this up. Be a cool little house when we get done. It's going to be really sharp. It'll, for some of you that don't live in this area, this thing will rent for $800 to $850, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. I just wanted to end the video out, end it with Jeff being back and the stitches out of his hand and him doing good. So we appreciate you watching, and guys, y'all have a blessed day, blessed weekend. Just bless you. We'll see you on another video.